you're winner in any situation. You understand? So everybody equal in this group. And I give example. Karen, tell you to encourage these kids what happens with your with Cameron. Just tell us few words about this.
I guess I should tell everyone I'm a little bit older here, but my son Cameron studied with Dr. Farber from, I think, 6th grade all the way through high school, but I'll explain it to you. The first thing he did was he studied from 6th grade through 8th grade. He got into the first choice of his school, which was Brooklyn Tech, but he had enough to get into Bronx Science, and he literally was 5 points away from Stuyvesant, from getting into Stuyvesant. Instead of that, he chose to go to one of the most elite boarding schools in the country, where they let in very, very, very few people. And that was because he studied with Dr. Farber and he took the SSAT instead of the SHAT, but Dr. Farber prepared him from that. And he was able to, the school was called the St. Paul School. You can look it up. It's one of the top 3 boarding schools in the country.
Here it is from Cameroon, right? This one?
Yep, that's it. One of the top schools. These are where all your top people go, the Pillsburys, the Walmarts, John Kerry, some of the top people in the country have gone there, Vanderbilt's, you name it. After that, he left. I mean, he came back, and when he was home for the summers, he would study with Dr. Farber. And did he study? At one point, he was taking both the SAT and the SHAT class, and he is now getting ready to graduate from Cornell University in May and is on his way and probably will go into finance, but he is all set. And I will tell all of you that a couple of months ago, he said he was at a party at the school and some young lady came up to him and said, I recognize you from, weren't you in Dr. Farber's class? So Dr. Farber's students are everywhere. If you study his stuff, I guarantee you, if you put into the work, you can go to any top university in the country you want to. And I will also say that Cameron also got into the top university in China, the Harvard of China, University of Tsinghua, and that's because he studied with Dr. Farber as well. So keep up the work. It's worth it.
What about a few words about scholarship?
Oh, yes, I should tell everyone too that I was getting ready to say that for the St. Paul school that Dr. Farber just showed you and that was, like I said, the #3 boarding school in the country, one of the top boarding schools in the world. He got a full ride to that school, and which was a $65,000 a year scholarship to boarding school for high school. In addition, they sent him abroad. He studied in China for a whole year. Everything was free, transportation, everything. And that was because of his grades and his scores. And it was one of 4 scholarships that they gave out in the school that he received for the high school. Also, when he went to Cornell, he also received a full academic scholarship to Cornell because of his scores that he received on the SAT exam. And that was Farber. And I will tell you, when he first went to Farber, I don't think he could even do fractions. Is that correct, Dr. Farber? He was in bad shape.
I remember this 1 over 2 plus 3 over 5. He said, well, it's 4 over 7. Okay, he added numerator, denominator, right? I remember this. But he is very bright kid. What is overall?
Yes.
How much, if you make estimation, how much scholarship he got overall?
Overall, let's see. I'm going to give you a good estimate. Hold on.
Yes.
Because this is important. This is important.
Yeah, it will explain.
So you guys know. Hold on. So overall, he received from boarding school, wait a second, I'm going to add this up. From boarding school, he received a $260,000 scholarship, and I'm being conservative, it was probably more than that. And from college, he received a $316,000 scholarship. So he received $576,000 in scholarships, over $500,000 in scholarships for college and high school at some of the best institutions, not in the country, but in the world. Cornell is ranked number 9th in the world, not just the country. I'm telling you guys, put in the work. Put it in. It will pay off. Definitely. I hope that helped, Dr. Farber.
Thank you. It will inspire kids because some of you are a little bit sad, but not my students. You have a method where you win in any circumstances. If I have time, thank you for inspiring speech, Karen. Very good.
You're very welcome.
Best
So
regards.
do it, guys. Do the work, do the work, do the work, do the work. It will pay off.
Absolutely. I will tell you very short, but if you would like to, you can get in presentation. You have to be fighter in this life, okay? Not like passive people. If you go back in my childhood, right? Few words. It was not easy time at the time. I graduated from high school after 8th grade. I passed everything. I studied calculus for university in 8th grade. 2 volume, the best book in the world, right? But I did not get to any my top choice university. It was unreal for some reason. People from this country know what is it. Unreal. And I was accepted like based on my sports skill because I was very strong in not top level university at all. As a result, I have been studying all my life. I graduated from 41 universities. I have 41 universities diploma, right? Plus 9 universities on AI. So overall 50 universities. And I know how to overcome any obstacles. Plus, it was difficult to get PhD also, they did not accept. I have many PhDs, even few doctor science degree, which is much higher than PhD. Why I'm telling all this? Because for now, managers get some calls and some people not from this group. As well, why we supposed to study anyway we don't pass? No. If you study in our supervision, you're willing to pass, you will be with the strongest. And this is only one example from Cameroon. We have very successful people, not only United States, in Sweden, Scandinavian, in England, in former Soviet Union, thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, who now Japan, from not Tokyo, how we name this city, few cities from Japan, I don't remember this name, Kobe. Okay, Australia, Tunisia, etc., all over the world. All of them, without exception, smart kids, it's proven. Only depend. If you don't do anything, if you don't practice, if you don't use barbell, you think your muscle would be strong? What do you think?
No,
If you watch TV every day instead of practicing, what do you think? Is it possible to be strong?
never.
When I give these packages, this package every time, before to give, I do by myself everything. Why? Because in many packages we have mistakes. Some of them not necessarily solved professionally. The more I give you in my busy schedule, preliminary at night, because between meetings and Wall Street, I do everything by myself. I demand the same from my students. That's why from today, so requirement, they increase requirement. And my students, I give example, previous years, let's say cutting score for, I don't remember number, I just made up. For instance, for style 605, for instance. And they get 745, 100 more than cutoff score. They jump from the school from the top. Understand? You can reject kids who are so strong. Plus, they also check level of what? Your level of what? Statewide. Why? Because they think if, let's say, your parents not poor, they can afford to go to pay for go to top schools. Like, for instance, our center is top, no doubt, the strongest ours. But they say, well, maybe you're lazy in your school, your GPA is 3. And now they're smart, they compare this result and this results. Guess what? We're supposed to be perfect in statewide. I give you this extra for me, right? Even this not including curriculum. And SHSAT result. Plus, not just guessing. Just if you follow all this step, you build foundation. And when you come to the school, you become the strongest in the school. And after that, your career is bright because all university, they're looking for smart kids. Okay, and this one of Karen, great example, is just one of his example. Okay, who understands this? Raise your hand. What about Makar? Makar, okay, good. So no way to be sad in this case, no way. If you're on the bicycle and you're not riding this bicycle, right? You just fall on the side. You sit on the bicycle, this is your target, future education. Don't stop, work hard. Okay. It was necessary to tell you, because based on this first package, let's see, you did not do this on time at all. Well, let's return to this one. What about your daughter?
She's at Tufts right now in the engineering computer science program.
Very good. Also, best regards.
Okay, I will let her know that.
And I expect from you to get PhDs right after this program.
Can I be honest with you? Yes, that's what I want to do.
I knew it.
So, how did you know?
Yeah, you know how many people under my supervision get PhDs?
If I could do that?
Absolutely.
All right, we need to talk on that one, Dr. Farber, because
Step by step, try to digest this program, be perfect on this, because everything built on this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I just don't know what area to go into. So
We'll discuss after one day we did, because we have class right now, and so I believe students came back from this one, but definitely welcome. I have PhD students under my super all over the world, right?
Perfect.
In different profession. Okay, good. Okay, good, Karen. Keep doing this. Don't miss classes. Don't do all this homework, because everything built, overall together. Now, students, we have. But if you come back, raise hand. I need few students back. Daniel T, you came back. Rashella. Okay.